have none other than Shakur Stevenson in the building. Let me see. Are we going to get that pan view to him? There we go. Oh. All right. All right.
He's checking himself out in the green room on the TV.
Shout out to the champ. Yes, so we are in for a treat today. We have him in studio. So we're going to be asking all your questions. I'll let Danny lead. And like I said, I'll jump in with any Patreon questions whenever you give one. Champ, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by.
I got you. Oh, shit. Put my shit back.
Well, if you've been living under a rock, we are joined by Shakur Stevenson, WBO champ. He's headed for a unification this 30th of April. Big fight with Oscar Valdez. And once again, just appreciate you breaking camp and coming to the studio just to talk some boxing with us. Big fight weekend. So I don't know if you want to start with maybe Earl Spence before we jump into your fight. But you're about 15 days out now, or is it 16? I seen you posted.
Yeah, I think it's 16.
16. So I don't know if you want to stick to your fight first and talk about the Saturday night's fight a little later.
Nah, it's up to you. I don't care.
Let's get started with Earl. Let's build up. Let's build up to his fight. Another man unifying, right? Daring to be great. Errol Spence, Yordenis Ugas. I mean, talk about it, champ. What's your thoughts? And we've had a lot of callers calling picking Ugas. A lot of people picking Ugas, especially after his performance against Pacquiao. How do you see that fight play out?
I honestly think that Earl Spence is going to probably pick him apart. Might go to decision, might stop him late, but I think Ugas is a good fighter. I just think Earl on a different level.
There's actually some sparring of you and Ugas just surfaced. I know it's old, but it just surfaced obviously because it's the fight coming up. So if you've been in the ring with him, what would you say is his best attributes?
Ugas a great fighter. I don't take nothing away from him. He got a Cuban mindset. He's smart. He don't just give up any shots for free. But like I said, I just think Earl on a different level. And Earl is big for 147. That's what people don't really realize. He's like a super big 47-pounder. So I think his size going to take over too.
And how old were you when that sparring session took place?
I don't even remember. I can't even tell you. I try to keep things in the gym. I don't try to, bring all that stuff outside the gym at the end of the day. Sparring and sparring. And it's sparring to help people get better. So.
But I'm going to have to ask about a recent sparring session. There's been a lot of rumors that you invited Amado Vargas to spar because he picked Valdez. And you seen that he picked Valdez and got in his DMs and I don't know, and then ended up in a sparring session. Is that true, or is the internet running with some BS?
Man, like I said, I don't speak on no sparring. I think that kid is a good fighter. He's going to be good one day. I don't nothing but respect to him. I definitely did see him pick Valdez, so I brought him into camp, but I ain't going to speak on the sparring.
Definitely. But the reason for him coming into camp is because he picked Valdez.
Yes.
Did he change his pick?
I don't know, bro. That's all up to him.
I don't know. He might have seen something after he was brought into camp. I don't know.
I mean, he's a good fighter, though. I don't take nothing away from him. He's going to be a great fighter one day. I don't got nothing bad to say about him. Much respect to him.
Well, speaking of camp, champ, obviously talk about it, reside in Houston, but how many camps is this in a row now that you have brought out to Vegas? I know it's been several, if I'm not mistaken.
Nah, this is my second camp in Vegas.
Second?
Yeah, the Nakatia fight, I was in Colorado.
Okay.
But my last fight, I was in Vegas, and now I'm back in Vegas.
Okay. Who'd you fight before Nakatia, though? You were in Vegas for that one, too. Had the turkey drive, remember? You had the turkey drive at Capetillo's.
Oh, yeah. Toka Khan.
Yep, that's right.
Damn, Danny, you good.
Yeah, you're right.
Nah, but how has camp been so far? I mean, been here for a while now, getting some work in, just talk about it, champ. How has camp been different? And what in camp do you think will help you come April 30th?
I mean, camp been great. I feel like I've been sharp all camp. I'm definitely in shape, ready to fight. We just got a little bit more time to go, so I'm ready to go. But I got some great sparring partners this camp. I feel like Lamont Roach just got here. he been pushing me, and it's gonna be some great sparring with him today too.
Okay.
From the DMV area?
Yeah.
Okay.
From DC, right?
Yeah.
So since you've been training out here for 2 camps, what is it that you like better about being in Vegas?
I think it's just like a boxing city. Like, I don't know, it's something weird about Vegas that every time I come here, it just feel like a fight city. Like, it feel like a bunch of people around the city. You can find sparring easy. It's not hard to find any sparring partners, and I just feel like it's a fight city.
Ain't gotta fly nobody out or
Yeah,
nothing
you don't
like
gotta
that.
fly. Well, I mean, I flew somebody out, but you don't usually gotta do that.
Okay.
For this camp?
For this camp, I didn't have to. Actually, I'm lying, I did, but like I said, it's still a fight city. There's a lot of fighters down here. My last camp, I didn't have to fly nobody out at all.
So how does it typically work for you? Like, do you have sparring partners that in rotation? Like, I know a lot of guys will have like one guy give them 4 rounds, another guy give them 4, so on. Is that what it's like for you?
Yeah, sometimes depending on what my coaches say, if my coaches feel like they want me to spar this guy today, we gonna do that. I just go based off what my coaches say.
Okay. Now, in camp, obviously, there's a lot of free time, a lot of spades going on in the camp house, a lot of ping pong going on in the gym. Just talk about it. Is that like a kind of like a decompressor for you to kind of get your mind outside of boxing and be able to kind of just relax a little bit?
Yeah, most definitely. I like to have fun at the end of the day. I don't want to just be in camp and not have fun and be just fully focused on the fight. It's kind of relaxing when I focus on playing ping pong or playing spades, and all them kind of things kind of settle me down. So I like to have fun. I like to keep my camps the same way, and I put it in the work also. So
was that you and Antoine Cobb? I saw the day. Who'd you run to Boston on?
Oh, nah, yeah, that was me and Ant. We ran to Boston on my grandfather and Jay Prince.
Oh, man, on Pop and the man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Somebody ever run to Boston on you?
Never. I think I'll cheat before I let somebody run.
Yo, that's what I was saying. I'm like, yo, you better renege something,
No,
throw off or something like.
But sometimes you don't know, like, somebody is getting to Boston, so you'll mess around and throw all your spades away and don't realize, like, oh, this is Boston.
And for those of you listening who aren't familiar with spades, a Boston is you take all 13 books, 13-0, and that wins you the game regardless of the score at that point. But yeah, I was seeing that. I told him, I'm like, man, look, get me in the house. I need a spades game.
I heard you play a little spades. I'm down whenever you ready.
Oh man, say less, champ. Say less. But
let me just jump in because obviously he brought me to the gym and I seen you playing ping pong. You're super duper competitive. You wanted to play everyone in the gym. So obviously I know you train with Crawford and I know he likes ping pong. How's that been and who's up? Who's winning?
Oh, nah, he's up for sure. He's better than me at ping pong. But
oh, wow.
I don't know by now. I kind of got better, so I got to see how I fare against him. But he's definitely better than me at ping pong so far.
I seen him playing chess. Do you play chess?
Nah, I don't play chess.
Not yet.
If I learn how to play, I'll be really good, though.
Yeah. Well, I'm waiting. I was telling him when you guys were playing ping pong, I'm like, where the chessboard, man? I want to play you in chess, see how good you are. But yeah, man, you're super competitive. So that's just something that's part of you. It's not just boxing.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's who I am. I hate losing in anything that I do. I do whatever it takes to make sure I don't lose, and that's just my personality.
You want me to start some of these questions?
Yeah, you can start a couple.
I got the best dad ever. He's from Baltimore. He says, thanks for coming on the show, champ. I know you're going to be unified after the 30th for sure. Who do you believe is the biggest fight in the future and why?
Right now, we strictly focus on Valdez. I'm not looking past Valdez. I'm not looking anywhere else. We 2 weeks away from the fight, so I don't really care about the future. The future right now is Valdez, and that's all my mind is focused on.
And really quick, if anybody's questioning how focused Shakur is, let me get the camera on him and zoom in a little bit. You see his hair? This how you know he focused. My mans ain't got a cut. He ain't got no lining. He ain't got shit. My mans is locked in, focused. He know April 30th is going down, man.
That's a fact.
No, my bad. Go ahead, Nuss.
Ruin the 504 New Orleans. He says, if you get past Valdez, do you plan to go after any other 130-pound champs, or will you move up?
Gotta give the same answer. At the end of the day, I'm still focused on Valdez. Valdez is in front of me right now. I'm not looking past him, so I don't see what's past that at the moment.
Dual Ingram in Compton says, it's claimed that Top Rank discriminates, but here you are in a unification fight. Where do you think Richardson Hitchens should be in his career now, and what's your thoughts on Mayweather Promotions? Seems like they always have disgruntled fighters. Even a superstar like Tank isn't getting legitimate title shots.
Damn, that's a long-ass question. Holy fuck.
Nah, I think that Africa Richardson Hitchens, that's my brother at the end of the day, but I see him fighting for a world title real soon. I think that he's on that level. I feel like if people watch his last fight, they should appreciate him a lot more. I feel like he looked real sharp, and he showed defense, offense, and a lot of skill. So I would definitely love to see him in a big fight. As far as Mayweather Promotions, I don't know nothing about that. That's that's the business.
He did try to sign you. He went all the way to Rio. You were one of the only guys he flew out there for, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Was that the first time you ever met him, or did you meet him before that?
I met him in the gym when I was sparring Devin.
Oh, okay.
When I sparred Devin, me and him had sparred. Floyd was at the gym, and he was like putting money on the ring and all that kind of stuff. So
Putting money on who, champ?
And he ain't bet on nobody, but he was just showing his money off. And he kind of said he was going to sign me after that, but I ain't never really like engaged into the talk.
How old were you at the time?
I want to say I was 17, 18, one of them.
How was that feeling for you meeting Floyd and having him like do all that while you're sparring?
It definitely was like a dream come true at the moment, but at that moment I was just younger and I didn't realize everything that was ahead of me at the time. So it was like a small dream, and then bigger dreams also came. So
absolutely.
Obviously there may be things you can't say, but what was that like recruitment process like for you? Obviously Floyd wanted to sign, Top Rank ended up getting you. I'm sure there was other people interested. Just saying what you can. What was that process like? Because I've never heard the process of a fighter getting signed. I'm just curious.
I mean, it was a process. I got a manager, so I'm not like one of the fighters who just lost. But at the end of the day, me and my managers went over what was the best available option for me, and at the moment, Top Rank was. So we went with Top Rank, and I'm glad that I made my decision. Managing
B&J Prince, Rap A Lot Records, a lot of success coming out of there. Obviously yourself, Jared Anderson, FA coming out of there, like a lot of good names. What do you think has helped it? Because it kind of seems like they've had people they got you, and then it was like one after another, after another, after another, and a lot of good fighters coming out of that gym.
I think that once you get to meet Jay, you understand like he's a real dude. Like he got a real eye for boxing and a real love for his fighters. But I think that I kind of like led the way. So once like a lot of people seen what I was doing, and they seen like the success that we had as a team, they wanted to follow through and try to get some of the same success.
Absolutely, I do feel that way as well. Like you opened the door for a lot of people,
and it's crazy because
which led you to you're now managing, right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, and is that the fighter that we had on?
And Antoine Cobb 1-0, 140-pound division, fighting out of Chicago.
What led you to that so early in your career?
Actually, I seen Antoine, like he had like a little situation going on where he was trying to get fights, and none of the fights kind of fell through. But I was in the gym with him, and I'd go to the gym. He always be in the gym training, and he'll be looking good at sparring and all that. So I actually got to watch him. And then see that everything kept falling short. It's get bad for certain fighters. They end up probably want to quit boxing after that. And so I kind of like stepped in and tried to help his situation out.
And have you since then been doing that?
Most definitely. We got him another fight come April 30th. He knocked somebody out, his first pro debut. And I think that the sky's the limit for him.
That's what's up.
That was without a doubt one of the knockouts of the year, by the way.
For sure, he could punch. And I be smarting him sometimes. I could tell like he a real good puncher.
It was crazy because I was there ringside, and I'm like, I couldn't tell it was Ye walking in, and I'm looking at once I realized I'm looking at Ye, I'm looking at Twan, and then I turn and I just see him put him to sleep. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
But yeah, April 30th he's back. Do you look now that you've started? That you got into that side of the business, are you looking to sign more fighters and work with more fighters?
Yeah, I am, but it always got to be like the right situation. I don't want to put myself in a situation where I'm messing with somebody I don't like or something like that. But at the end of the day, it always got to be the right situation.
Now, you put him on your undercard with Jamel Herring. He made his pro debut there, but you didn't, in fact, sign him till after, correct?
Yeah.
So you just wanted to make sure he performed in the ring, got off to the right start?
Nah, not at all. I think that it was something going on at the time. I was getting ready for my fight. You know, I was fighting Jamel,
Right,
so
of
I
course.
wasn't really too much focused on
I got you.
getting that done at the time. But as soon as the fight got done, we got it done.
And that is yourself and Jay Prince, correct?
Yes.
So it's like a co-management deal. Okay.
Yeah.
I got Keem Crespo in Florida that says, champ, no question. Here, just want to say you're one of my favorite fighters today, and I truly believe nobody can beat you. Whenever you're in Orlando, lunch is on me.
Tell him I appreciate that, man.
We got James Valdez from San Antonio, Texas. He says, although you are actively a boxer, is there any signs in you that would lead you to consider being a trainer yourself at the end of your boxing career?
Nah, I think I'll be more so like a promoter. I want to make the big money instead of, you know, like the training type of money. So,
all right, we got Ill Favored that says, does the knockout of Burchell have you a bit worried about applying pressure to Valdez?
Not at all. I think that Burchell is a fighter who lacks a lot of defense, and defense is like my main thing, so I'm not too much worried about that.
I got Jeffrey Adams that says, hello, this is Shokir from the Black Coalition, and with the first pick, we select Shakur Stevenson. Thank you for coming to the show, champ. All right, no question.
Thank you.
St. Louis Red on IG says, you are the truth. Keep pushing. Being as skilled as you are, what fighter would you most like to test your skill set against before you hang up the gloves? If no one today, then anyone in history?
Y'all heard him. He want that Canelo smoke.
Nah. I think me and Floyd, I feel like Floyd, his mind, his brain is like what made him the fighter that he was.
But like Floyd at 30 though?
Floyd at whatever Floyd, because at the end of the day.
Well, now that's a different Floyd though. That's Pretty Boy. It makes it more exciting for me. Like if you telling me you and Pretty Boy, that makes it more
I disagree
exciting.
with everybody on that. Like I think that older Floyd is better than Pretty Boy.
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. That I think he's a lot smarter.
Yeah,
but it was more exciting.
He was considered more exciting because he was going for the kill more. He had more knockouts and knockdowns.
I would rather fight the Floyd that fought Canelo Alvarez and that Floyd, because I feel like he was at his peak where, you know, he was a master, and I feel like that was the smartest Floyd. And I want to be in there with somebody that can think in the type of way that I like to think. So I think that Floyd would have been more so like.
Do you think? I mean, because at this point, at your age in his career, you know, he had already been champion, whatnot. Do you think that you right now are more developed than he was at his age? I mean, both came out of the Olympics, you know, both turned pro with Top Rank. Or have you not even thought about that? Like,
nah, I don't think about that kind of stuff, because at the end of the day, Floyd had his career, I got my career. I'm not trying to do a measuring stick, nothing like that. He was the great. He gonna go down in the history book as a legend, and I want to be that person too. So I'm not measuring myself with his career. At the end of the day, I want to do my own thing and make my own way.
Of course.
Mary Ross is a huge Canelo team fan, and she says, hello, Shakur. Will you toe-to-toe with Valdez to secure the win?
We don't know how the fight gonna go, but I think that don't count out me stopping him.
Okay. That would be impressive. Miguel says, what's the backstory with the Cortes brothers, and good luck versus Valdez?
With the Cortes brothers or the Andres Cortes?
Andre and Louis.
I mean, I feel like you got to keep sparring in the gym at the end of the day, but dude,
but they didn't spar you yet, they said.
No, I asked to spar them since we've been in camp. Like, as soon as I came in camp, I said, yo, I want to spar Cortes, and he was sparring other people, but he wouldn't spar me. I tried to spar him several different times. He said no. So I don't look at him like no real fighter though. Like, you know, because at the end of the day, if somebody like me came in the gym and they asked to spar me, I'm jumping straight in the ring just for the experience. And he wouldn't do that, but he wanted to spar everybody else. And everybody had their bad days in sparring, so he's sitting there bragging on that little sparring session. I don't respect it.
So you wanted kind of to like get some get back.
Nah, I wanted to spar him when I came. He got a Mexican style, like he's like a Valdez kind of fighter. So I wanted to spar him just based off the fact that he got that style. He never wanted to spar me, and I even offered him like $500 a sparring session, and he wouldn't do it.
So his brother said, obviously he's the manager, and he says, you know, that there are no sparring partners. He doesn't want to put you in there, and then that fight possibly happens down the road.
He's not gonna fight me. He know better. He be in the gym when I be sparring. He not gonna fight me. I'll bet whatever. They gonna have to pay him.
But
a lot
if he
of money.
fights you, it's a title shot. He might not need a lot of money. It's an opportunity. You're a big name.
That's an opportunity, but far as he know like what it is, like it's an opportunity, but you know, like once you get in the ring, you gotta fight.
No, but at the end of the day, I mean, you put yourself in position. You was Valdez's mandatory at 126, right? So like he could always put himself in position and be your mandatory. Or are you saying you don't see that happening?
What I'm saying is, I feel like when I put myself in position, it's because I fully believe in myself and my abilities, and he should know like what it is. He know he's not on my level. Like it's a different level. At the end of the day, so why would you put yourself in that position for that opportunity where you know you can't win?
Yo, I love how dead serious he is. Like I know he got that message because the camera was only on you. So I got Sosa Smith.
Well, hold on. Since you saying it's a fight that won't happen, I'm just curious. Like, how would that fight go?
Come on, man. Man, I think he's an okay fighter, but man, that man walks around at 160, 170. He's big as hell fighting at 130. Like, I'm telling you, it's gonna be it'll be.
So wait,
bad.
so you think that's a bad thing because he's gonna be drained, or isn't that a good thing because he has a weight advantage?
No, that's not a good thing when you walk around fat like that. That's not good. I mean, you got to come down 30, 40 pounds just to make weight. By the time you get there, you drain.
All right.
Okay,
Sosa Smith says, I've been following you since the Olympics. You are the only one from 126 to 140 who I think can beat Tank. Better than Floyd at the age defensively, and you coming into your own grown man strength. Can I get an autograph from my man cave? Ness, I'll be paying the shipping if he says yes and obliges.
Yeah, I got you.
He snuck that in.
That's funny.
All right. So, do you feel you're the only one from 126 to 140 that can beat Tank?
We ain't talking about Tank right now. We focus more on Valdez.
Focused on Oscar Valdez.
Chickarelli says, hi, champ. Been a fan since before the Olympics. You'll be fighting on my birthday, which will be even more special to me. Thanks. You recently made a statement about retired champion Manny Pacquiao being on steroids, being a steroid cheat, even though it's unproven.
I say that?
That's what he said. He says, thanks. You recently made a statement about retired champion Manny Pacquiao being a steroid cheat, even though it's still unproven. Do you think this kind of statement hurts your brand at all? And what do you feel you gained by saying this? Thanks again.
I don't remember saying that, so I can't really speak on that.
All right. Andre Brown says, what's up, champ? Quick question. Do you know he set me up. He said, do you know Colbert's body? Chris Colbert. So this is why he said that.
I know my body. Yeah, I know Shakur body. Shakur know my body.
Your guy Chris, man. My guy Chris too, man. Unfortunate loss. I did not expect that. Did you expect him to win or lose that night?
I expected him to win.
Me
but,
too.
I don't got nothing bad to say about B.O.P., man. At the end of the day, he's a fighter. He probably just was talking like that just because I'm another fighter in his weight class, so he wanted to big up the fight. I don't got nothing bad to say about B.O.P. Much respect to him. I hope he bounced back.
Do you think he can bounce back to the level of, like, you know how they're always comparing the Four Kings or anybody that has all fought each other? Like, yes, he suffered that loss, but do you think he could get back up there and still fight the Shakurs, the Devins, and Tanks?
Yeah, I think he could. He got the talent to. I think it would have to be him locking in, and he got to lock in fully and focus only on boxing.
Champ, although, for one, are you one that like reads the comments and see what people saying and things like that, like, or maybe tune into a show like this to see who people are picking in your fight or any other fight?
Yeah, sometimes I might look at the comments. I don't mind looking at the comments. I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta understand there's people behind the keyboard. somebody picking what they want to say, and I don't really care too much a lot of what a lot of people got to say about me sometimes. So
only reason I'm asking because I feel like from the people that we've had call in and from comments on our social media and stuff, a lot of people feel like it's a 50-50 fight. Could go either way. But the casino says different. They got you a huge favorite, minus 500. So you got to put 500 down.
Just to make 100.
Just to win 100 on you.
5,000 makes you
Oscar's
1,000.
a plus 350. So, I mean, do you pay attention to, have you ever put money on yourself or sent somebody to put money or, you know, on a win or anything like that? Or
not yet. I was honestly waiting on like a closer betting odds, but none of the betting odds been close, so I can't really.
Well, let me tell you, the way odds work, the closer you get, typically the more even it gets. So the closer to your
more
fight,
money will come in on Valdez on fight week. You know, all the Mexicans gonna come out and it'll bring you closer. Cause right now, 50K only making you 10. That's a lot of risk. I mean, not for you because you're confident in yourself, but for the casual boxing fan, they got to take out a second on the mortgage to do that. I got James Valdez that says, since it's finally strap season, I look forward to you taking that Valdez belt. But when you was at 126, there was a monster that had the WBC belt that you never called him out. Why you avoided Gary Russell, or at least gave the perception that you didn't want to fight?
I gave the perception that I didn't want to fight. Yo. Nah, these fans gotta chill, man. I think that Gary is a great fighter. When I was at 126, Josh Warrington was the bigger fight. He was more so the more attractive fight for me. So I was more so looking for the bigger fight that was gonna make the bigger money rather than looks at Gary Russell, who I think wasn't gonna make as much as money as Josh Warrington would have.
All right, fair enough. Victor Banuelo, shout out Victor Truck Driver. He says, what's up, champ? So you recently said that if you were the same size as Canelo, that you could defeat him. Obviously, that means you believe you could beat Benavidez, Charlo, and Andrade as well. Between the three guys, who do you think would be your toughest fight and your easiest fight? Hope you beat the brakes off of Valdez, champ.
Man, I think that when I say that, you gotta realize I'm confident in myself. So you ask me about anybody, I'm gonna say the same thing, and I really believe that to this day. But I think that me and Canelo would be a great fight if we was at the same weight class. But that's a big if. So
what is it about Canelo that you like? Because I know you've spoke highly on him as well. I think people kind of try to twist your words when you said what you said, but I know you have spoke highly of Canelo in the past. What is it that you like that he does in the ring?
I think that Canelo is a great boxer. I think he understands distance, and he's a real smart fighter. Like, he's a smarter fighter than people give him credit for. So he break people down. He got great defense. His upper body movement is great. I think it's going to be hard for anybody to beat Canelo.
How high up do you think he could go? Ness here believes that he can move up to Bridgerweight.
Not move up. I believe he can beat Oscar Rivas, but you have to have watched Oscar's last fight versus Ryan Rozecki, which is a dude from Nova Scotia, never fought on the world level, a career 175-pounder, moved up on that night and gave Rivas a hell of a fight. Then you got to remember Brian Jennings, who only had 19 amateur fights, very short amateur career, basically turned heavyweight in Philly, was a boiler room mechanic, and he gave Rivas a hell of a fight until Rivas knocked him out. So I think absolutely Canelo, and Rivas is super small. I met him in Mexico. He's super small.
I wouldn't want to see like Canelo move up and fight all them bigger guys. Like,
Me neither.
I honestly would want to see Boots get bigger and him and Canelo actually get in the ring.
Wow.
Like, I would love to see that just because of Boots' skill level and Canelo's skill level. I think that'd be like super fireworks if they ever was at the same weight.
So I'm curious. I'm curious, right? Because you're the fighter, so you're the one making weight. When Eddie Reynoso announced that he wanted Canelo to fight for the cruiserweight title against Macaboo at the WBC convention, I'm like, fuck. And I saw that they approved it and everything. As a fan and as a media member, I was concerned because I'm like, Roy went up, fought John Ruiz, became heavyweight champ, but then came back down and he was never the same. Do you think that a weight cut like that, moving up, in his case, 32 pounds, and coming back down in weight, do you think a weight cut like that is dangerous?
I think it's all about the right fight. Like, I feel like if he fight the right person, I think he should be good. But I never heard of that dude. I never seen no fights of that dude, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. how good that dude is. So
Yeah, Junior Makabu, he's definitely not the best cruiserweight in the world.
yes, long
He's
as
a
it's
world champ.
He is a world champion.
long as it's the right fight, I think Canelo is straight. He got real good skill level. If you seen he spars with Frank Sanchez,
Yeah, the heavyweight.
So I mean, he's in there with a solid heavyweight, doing good. It look like so. At the end of the day, I think if he go up for the right fight, I think he'll be okay.
Champ, I know you seek out like the best sparring. There was a time where you really wanted to fight Loma, and then Top Rank made it happen. Will you ever try to ask after this fight? Obviously, ask Canelo. Maybe does he give you some rounds, or you're not interested? He's too heavy.
I mean, I would spar him. I would love to, but like I said, I ain't really too interested in going to spar with no super middleweight. I like to spar people around my weight. When I spar at Lomachenko, me and him close to the same weight, so I try to keep it in that weight frame.
Well. I know you and Jared get some work, right?
Yeah.
You and Jared is a heavyweight, so.
But Jared plays like he plays around with me. He's not like in there trying to knock me out or nothing like that. Sometimes he be in there with no headgear and all that kind of stuff. So Jared just be like testing his skill level, and we both be putting our skills to the test with each other.
I got King Amin in Newark, New Jersey. Says, peace, champ. Thank you for representing Newark, New Jersey across the globe. My question is, where is the strangest or the most different place where you ran into someone from Newark or Essex County and didn't expect it?
Yeah. I think that probably trying to think. I seen somebody when I was in Florida, I guess. I was in Florida for something crazy, but I had seen them at the weirdest place. I can't really say. I don't really want to speak on it. It was weird, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
We got Dennis in Tampa, Florida. What a coincidence. He says, thanks for being here with us, champ. Which was your toughest fight and who hit you the hardest? I've never seen you buzz. Please continue to wear Nork on your trunks. My wife is from Elizabeth and calls you the Nork kid. Good luck and stay safe. Blessings.
I ain't really have no super tough fight yet, so still waiting on that day. Maybe April 30th it will be, maybe not. But I think I got in a fight with some Mexican guy caught me with a body shot one time, man. It kind of hurt it bad, but nobody really paid attention to it, so.
Early in your career?
Yeah, it was early. I fought in Atlantic City. I can't even tell you the name of the fighter, but he caught me with a good body shot. I want to say if it was like the second round, but it was like the end of the round, and I kind of played it off. And
Carlos Ruiz, that's
exactly who it was, yup.
Brandon Lenz in Houston. Shakur, thanks for coming on. Your affiliation with James Prince has you in Houston a lot. Would you consider yourself a full Houstonian at this point? If so, name the thing you like the most about the city.
You live there, right?
Nah, I live in Houston, but I'm Newark, New Jersey to the death for me. Never gonna change that. But probably my favorite place I like
Mm.
Gracie's.
What is that?
Yeah,
it's a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Yeah, y'all gotta try Gracie's.
I
It's
love
real
Houston.
good.
I ain't never been to Gracie's.
Yeah, Gracie's.
I have another Brandon in Cincinnati. How's fatherhood treating you, champ? Have you crossed the right passage of cleaning green baby poop yet?
Nah, I be trying to leave that up to her mother. I think that it's been treating me well. I kind of miss my daughter right now, so I can't wait till after the fight to get back home and be with my little girl.
Are they coming out?
Yeah, they gonna come.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does that make it more difficult to fight in front of them, or do you think you put on more because you know they there?
Nah, I don't really think about that when I'm fighting. At the end of the day, I go in there, I try to picture myself in a boxing gym, and we in a boxing ring, and all I see is me and Valdez. So.
I got Jordan Baker in Florida who says, who was the toughest guy you have sparred in the last 5 years?
Toughest guy. I mean, it's a couple of them. I think I want to say Bud Crawford, Keyshawn Davis.
They just sparred today, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Keyshawn definitely, he's somebody I sparred with since a little kid, and till now, like, he definitely gave me some of my best work that I done had when we sparred. It's like fireworks. So I want to say Richardson Hitchens gave me great work. There's a lot of different fighters that done gave me some good work. So
I have Trav FDY also in Texas says, what's the highest weight class you think you'll compete in?
I probably go to 147. Yeah, we'll probably get there. I'm kind of big, so I'm a big fighter. I should just be able to fight 147.
How do you feel now when you spar Bud? Does that give you the indication like, yeah, eventually I'll be there because you've already been with some welterweights?
Nah, it's not even just being there with Bud. I done been in there with real 47-pounders too. Ugas and other fighters that fight 147, and I know that I can compete at that level once I get there too.
KDDR7989 says, if both Devin Haney and Tank Davis names come across his desk for potential next fight, who does he fight first? Or he's asking me to ask you instead of putting your name. So if Devin and Tank come across your desk, which name do you pick first? Or is there no order or preference?
Valdez. That's all I see.
He's focused, yo. He's focused.
April 30th, man.
That's right. That's right. That is all the questions. If you don't have anything else, we won't keep you any longer. We do appreciate this amazing opportunity for you to come through and talk some boxing.
I am curious. Because being down there in Houston and Jay Prince and whatnot, they got you riding horses yet?
Nah, I ain't riding no horses, but I seen them ride horses. I never got on there.
No, I'm asking because I saw Devin was out there and they had him riding horses. And honestly, you should try it out. It's real therapeutic.
That's what Earl just said on the All Access. I don't know if you watched that.
Yeah, maybe I do got to try it, but I seen them doing it. I ain't really want no smoke. I ain't
Just make sure to never wear shorts. You always got to wear pants when you horseback ride. It's a motherfucker. I
seen the video of Jay Prince falling off of one. I'm cool off that, man.
Man, at least, I don't know. I think you should try it out one day. But we do appreciate you, champ, and we do wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a quick intermission. Take this picture with you. If you want to give out any social media, you want to direct
Follow
anybody, and ticket sales. If you want, if there's any link you want to send them to buy tickets last minute.
Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, at Shakur Stevenson. Tune in April 30th on ESPN. Watch me show out. And Instagram, check my bio for the tickets.
All right. Thank you.
Let's get it.
For the video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Untitled, betting shows. The list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.